Hi guys, so welcome back to my channel. Adiatu here, Naturally Ads on YouTube. So in today's video, I'm going to be planning for the week beginning the 25th of May to the 31st. So I'm going to be using this kit from GP Studio called Stay at Home. So for my base, I used some extra headers from Strawberry Lime Design. The May script is from Rose Colored Days, and everything else in the layout was from the kit, and I also used some data extenders that I made myself. So if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel before you leave and turn on the bell to be notified every single time I upload. I'm going to let you guys go ahead and watch me completing my base as usual, and I'll come back with the day today. Okay, so now for the day-to-day. As usual, all my stickers have been pre-taken out. So first I'm going to use this huge flag from Sweet Choir Design that says no work, because this week was half term, so I didn't have a work which I usually would have had on Monday. Then I used a quarter box from the kit and a T and a cross-on doodle sticker from Papershire to note that I had breakfast, because it was the first time I had breakfast in the morning since Ramadan had ended. Then I used a quarter box with a shaved girl from Fox and Cactus to note that I shaved, because it was getting really hot, so I needed to shave my legs, because yeah. And then I used another quarter box and a girl from Stick with a Plan Co on like a laptop to note that I edited loads of videos. Then I used another quarter box and a mopping icon from Sweet Choir Design to note that I mopped the house. Then I used a quarter box to note that I went to visit my fiance, so I used a Nana couple sticker from Papershire. Then I used a quarter box and a couple watching TV to note that we watched Supernatural. And then I used a thin strip of washi and a chips doodle from not coffee, let's go Once More with Love to note that we had German doner kebab. Then I used a picnic basket freebie from a shop that I do not recall, and a quarter box to note that I went to pick up some food from my aunt because she made me food for Eid. Moving on to Tuesday, I used a half box and a couple's consoling sticker to note that we were just in our feelings. And I guess, yeah, we're just in our feelings, that's all I'm going to say. Then I used a quarter box and a film munchkin from, not munchkin, emoji from Coffee Monster's Code to note that I filmed a haul. And then I used a quarter box and a Netflix munchkin emoji. I keep getting mixed up to note that I watched Scorpion on Netflix. Then I used a washi strip and a Stick with the Plan called Plan With Me Girl to note that I filmed a Plan With Me, the one that you most recently watched probably. Then I used a half box and a huge Fox and Cactus go on a laptop to note that I was just doing my essays for the rest of the day all the way into the night. So on to Wednesday in that day extender. First I noted that there was no school, so I used a flag from the kit and then no school script from Sweet Choir Design. And then I decided I wanted to use the character sticker, so I used a emoji type sticker from Fox and Cactus with a girl sticking her tongue out winking. I don't know why, I didn't care that I didn't have school, but yeah. And I also thought these girls look like Powerpuff Girls. Tell me if you think the same thing. Anyways, then I used like a label box or whatever, and a munchkin, the early morning one, to note that I woke up early anyways. And I used a quarter box and an edit emoji from Coffee Monster's Co to note that I was editing videos. To the middle of the day, I used a half box and a cookie sticker co cookie watching Netflix to note that I was binge watching Scorpion again. Then I used another label with a munchkin in bed on the laptop to note that I watched Love Rosie. Then I used a washi strip and a freebie from GB Studio with the dog reading to note that I was doing reading for my essay. Then I used a half box which I cut up and made into like a quarter or third box. And I used a coffee monster, not a Fox and Cactus FaceTime the baby to note that I had an observation. The observation script is from Lily Blossom Designs UK. Then I used the long flag with a emoji with a YouTube play button to note that I was binge watching Plan With Me on YouTube. Then I used a thin washi strip and an emoji using a laptop and having popcorn beside it to note that I was watching Bones, that's on Amazon Prime. And then there was a munchkin on a table falling asleep at the laptop to note that I was doing more of my essays literally into the next morning because they were due. Don't do that, kids, don't be like me. Moving on to Thursday, the first thing I used a thin washi strip and an early morning munchkin to note that I was up at 4 a.m. I don't know why I woke up at 4, but I did. And then I made some tea and everything and then went back to bed. So then the next one had like an eye mask on it, so it was perfect. And I used a freebie emoji that was asleep in bed to note that I went back to bed. Then I used another label and a freebie girl reading a book, I don't know where it's from, to note that I did some more reading for my essays. Then I used a washi strip and a freebie of a girl on a laptop to note that I uploaded one of my essays. Uploaded it. Then into the day extender, I used a half box and a sugary gal shop gal binge watching sticker to note that I watched some Bones. So I do end up changing it from the emoji. And then inside of the day extender, I used a square box and a fox and cactus girl with Happy Mail to note that I received my Erin Condren Teacher Life Planner. And then under that, I used a quarter box and a girl from Tuma and Valia. That was a Happy Mail girl to note that I got my Goldman and Cocoa sub box. The reason it was separate is because I received them separately, even on the same day, but they came at different times, like completely different times. And then I used in two little things, and I covered it with the emoji that was writing an essay or doing online learning to note that I was doing my second essay that was due. I was finishing that one up. Then at the bottom, I used a half box with a sugary girl shop girl that was watching something in the night, or just had a laptop and it's night time at the back. I guess it's like for working late, but I used it to note that I was watching Bones all night, Bones the series. And then I used this flat lay, and I think it was from the kit. I can't quite remember where it's from, but I'm pretty sure it's from the kit or a kit. And that was just to note that I was doing some more essays. On to Friday. So on Friday, I used a washi strip and a alarm clock sticker. I believe it's from Stick with the Plan Code to note that I woke up really early. I think about 7 a.m. is when I woke up. I'm sorry you missed me putting that down. I was out of focus. But then I eventually realised, okay, yeah. And then I used a washi strip and a freebie of someone reading a book. I don't know where this character is from. To note that I did some more essay reading. Then I used two washi strips, or maybe a washi strip and two washi strips and a emoji on a laptop to note that I was doing some more of my essay. Then I used a washi strip and a laptop from a leftover or a freebie to note that I uploaded that essay. Down to the middle, I used a squared off box and a Happy Mail girl, which is also a freebie from a shop I don't remember what it's called, to note that I got Happy Mail from Simply MS. Then I used a thick washi strip and a film emoji to note that I filmed a haul with all the extra things that I had received for the previous day and current day. And then into the day extender, I used a quarter box, or a label, and a Peyton cleans to note that I cleaned my room. So I did a lot of rearranging here. Even though I had a day extender, I still had a lot of things to fit in. Then I used two stacked headers or washi strips and a laundry sticker from a freebie to note that I did laundry that day. And then I used a flag and a change sheet sticker from the kit to note that I changed my sheets. I was doing laundry, so I took off the sheets, washed those, and then put new ones on. Then at the bottom of that bit, I used a washi strip and a Peyton and Nana from Paper Shy with a camera to note that I filmed the intro to this video, so I laid down the base of this kit. And then I used, in the day extender, I used a washi strip and a binge emoji from Coffee Monster's Code to note that I binge watched some Bones again. Then I used a half box, which I cut to make into a third box, and a Nana drinking tea. And I used the organised sticker script from the Once More with Love organised stickers sheet to note that I was organising my stickers and I was drinking some tea as I was doing it. Then at the bottom, I used a washi strip and a clean bathroom sticker from Kit to note that I cleaned the bathroom. So that day was like a cleaning day. I organised my stickers, I cleaned my room, and everything was just organised, and I loved it. Moving on to Saturday. At the top, I used two stacked little things, and I used a emoji with a play button to note that I binge watched some PlanWithAds. Then I used two stacked little things again, and a GP sticker girl with like hair tools to note that I helped my uncle with his hair. Then I used a thin washi strip or a little thing, I don't remember, I can't tell, with a computer from Sweet Choir Design to note that I can't even read my hand. Oh, I was searching for presents for my nephew because his birthday is coming up. So that's what I was doing. And then down to the bottom, I used a full box extender sort of thing. But before I got into that, I used a half box that I cut down, and I used a sticker from my sampler from Miss Moss with a girl holding a baby to note that my nephew came over because we were babysitting him that day. And on the top of the day extender, I used a full box, and I used the FaceTime. I'm sorry, I'm out of frame. The FaceTime cat from Fox and Cactus to note that I FaceTimed. As you can see, I'm trying to fit with Johnson, but I just did Johnson and my nephew. We all were on FaceTime together for like an hour, and it was cute. My favourite boys. Then into the full box extender, I used a washi strip and a leftover or freebie girl in a bath to note that I gave my nephew a bath. Then I used two stacked little things, a nana and baby feeding the baby to note that I fed my nephew. Then I used a half box that I cut down to make into a third box, and then I used the cuddling mom life sticker to note that we were cuddling and we were sleeping. It was just so cute. I like rocked him to sleep, and as I was about to move, he like grabbed me and he was just hugging my neck. It was just the cutest thing ever, and I loved it. And he's 10 months old, by the way. And at the bottom, I used a washi strip that I cut a little bit. I used a GP Studio Girl binge watching to note that I binge watched some bands. And then on to Sunday. So on Sunday, I used two stacked washi strips and from a Simply a Mess, I don't remember what they're called, Mess Girls or something like that, to note that I slept in. Then I used a half box that I made into a quarter box that I ended up changing from what you can see now. I used that to note that I did a Netflix binge of Scorpion. Then I used a thin strip of washi and a sick girl from Sweet Choir Design to note that I was having a lot of hay fever symptoms, so that's a girl with a tissue box because I was sneezing all over the place. Then I used another thin strip of washi and a cookie sticker girl with cramps because I was getting cramps, and it turned out that my period had come, which I was not expecting since it was still the month of March, and I believe I already had it in March, but it's the end of the month, so it made sense, but still not March, May, but I still wasn't expecting it. Then I used a thin strip of washi and an emoji binge watching TV to note that I binge watched Bones. Then I used a migraine girl from Sugary Gal Shop and a thin strip of washi to note that I had a migraine, which is probably due to the period. And then I used a half box and a Nana planning sticker to note that was planning time, which was me planning and also filming this video. So I noticed that I forgot to add some decor at the top, so I did add it. The camera did cut out as I was doing it, but there was no point of me stopping because you guys know where it is. So I'm going to show you guys a wiggle, which wasn't much foil, and then what was left of this kit. There wasn't a lot left. I think I dropped one of the sheets, so the point is me trying to pick it up. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Comment down below if you've shopped from GP Sticker Studio or GP Studio now that it's called, and what your favourite stickers were. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.